The Russian Civil War, a clash that turned comrades into enemies and families into strangers, ravaged the soul of a divided nation. Among the chaos, Viktor Mikhailov, a former soldier in the Imperial Russian Army, faced an impossible choice: to fight for the Red Army's promise of equality or the White Army's dream of restoring the old order. For Viktor, it was not ideology but survival and loyalty to his younger sister, Alina, that drove him forward. In a snow-laden forest near Yekaterinburg, Viktor had managed to escape conscription with Alina, a gifted pianist whose music had once filled their family estate with joy. Now, her frail hands tended to wounds instead of the ivory keys, as they sought refuge among the displaced, farmers, artisans, and deserters alike, who wandered the shattered countryside. But peace was fleeting. The Reds advanced relentlessly, their propaganda promising salvation while silencing dissent with rifles and fire. One bitter night, Viktor and Alina stumbled upon an injured officer, Captain Dmitry Volkov of the White Army, hidden among the frost-bitten trees. His uniform bore signs of wealth and rank, qualities that had marked their father for execution. Yet, the captain's wounds and fevered mutterings spoke of desperation, not privilege. Against his better judgment, Viktor chose to save him. Dmitry's presence was a catalyst for conflict. The refugees questioned Viktor's motives, fearing retribution if the Reds discovered their allegiance to a white officer. Alina, ever empathetic, tended to Dmitry's injuries, her music haunting the night as she played a salvaged harmonica. A tenuous trust formed, with Dmitry recounting stories of lost comrades, failed offensives, and the bittersweet hope of retaking Moscow. As the days grew shorter, rumors of a Red Brigade sweeping through the region reached them. Dmitry revealed he carried vital intelligence, a map of the Reds' supply routes that could shift the war's tide. But the map was encrypted, requiring access to a military cipher buried in a White Army safe house deep within enemy territory. Viktor faced a harrowing dilemma: flee with Alina to safety or infiltrate the Reds and deliver Dmitry's intelligence, risking everything for a cause he did not fully trust. In the end, loyalty to his sister outweighed ideology. Disguised as Red Army sympathizers, Viktor and Dmitry infiltrated the safe house under the cover of night, retrieving the cipher just as Red patrols closed in. Alina, hidden with the refugees, awaited their return, her music guiding them back like a lighthouse piercing through the storm. But war's cruelty spares no one. The Reds discovered the refugees' camp, forcing Alina and the others to flee. Viktor returned to an empty clearing, his sister's harmonica left behind as the only trace of her presence. With Dmitry's intelligence now decoded, Viktor had the power to alter the war's course, but his heart burned with a single purpose: finding Alina. As Viktor stood on the threshold of fate, torn between duty and love, the winds of the Russian Civil War howled around him. In the heart of chaos, he realized that true loyalty wasn't to a flag or ideology, but to the bonds that made them human. Would Viktor's sacrifices be enough to reunite him with Alina, or would the war claim everything he held dear?